Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to learn how to use the iPad Pro to record voices and airdrop the M4A file and record 7 seconds worth of ambient noise, then start your voice recording by saying, "Hi, my name is," whatever your name is, and then this, and this is my voice recording. So I'm going to go to my iPad. You're going to click on this memo app right here. Okay, so my voice memo pops up like that, and then I'm going to go to a place where there's like complete silence, like in this room right now. So you guys try not to talk when I'm recording. So when I press record, before I press record, I need to make sure that there's nothing around me that's making any noise, okay, except for the actual room noise, because later on you're going to teach the software what the room noise is to remove that room noise, so you can have clear audio. The only thing that's going right now is the projector fan. You'll hear it. It'll be picked up on this. Okay, so here we go. Hi, my name is Heng, and this is my voice recording while I'm snapping. Done. So you can see the waves. See it, right? Okay. Now, what happens is all this silent right here, and you see these little bumps right here. Okay, those are my handling noise of the iPad. And then this is me talking, and then you see these spikes. Those are my snapping. The silent part is going to be used to tell the software what is the room noise. And then you're going to remove that room noise. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how to remove the snapping noise while you're talking. Because sometimes when you are recording something outside in the real world, you'll get like a random siren, like somewhere far away that you pick up, right? So you're going to learn how to remove those type of noises and make your audio sound better. Okay, so the next part you're going to do is you're going to airdrop. Now I know that some of you guys are already able to airdrop and you know how to do it. You set up your computers already, but there are people who don't use iPhones, who don't know how to airdrop. They're going to have to learn how to do this. Okay? So to be able to airdrop, you're going to go to Finder. You're going to go to airdrop up here. And then once you click on that, all these names are going to pop up because these are all your devices. Now, you need to set airdrop right here to everyone. So that way, everyone is able to connect to this computer, my computer. And then on top of that, you need to go to your iPad and also, or your iPhone, and set up airdrop. You click on this gear icon right here, touch it, and then you are going to go to airdrop right there, touch that, and then you make sure you set the iPad to everyone. So when you are doing both of those on everyone, for example, your computer on airdrop is set to everyone. Your iPad is also set to everyone. Then both the iPad and the computer are able to communicate with each other and send files wirelessly to one another. You can do that between your iPhones and your iPad. And then you are going to go to your, actually, you know what? I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to let you set that up on your computer and your iPad. Okay? I'm going to pause right here. So now that you've had both of these set up, where your airdrop for your computer is set to everyone and your airdrop for your iPhone or your iPad is set to everyone, now you're able to send the file that was written with the voice recorder. Go back to the voice recorder app, and then I can touch this thing right here, the send signal or the upload signal. You touch that, and then you're going to get a bunch of options. So my computer is named at the bottom by the Apple sign. Okay, the inventory number. So my inventory number is INV 494809. INV right here. You see it? That's my inventory number right there for my computer. So I touch that, and once I touch that, it's going to say waiting. And then over here, it's asking you, hey, do you want to accept this file that's being sent from my iPad wirelessly to my computer? I just say accept. Please do not send each other weird photos. You know what I mean, okay? Some people do that. It's not funny, okay? And then from there, the file was accepted, it was sent, and it goes to the download folder right here. And it was named Woodrow Wilson High.m4a. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear to my desktop, and I'm going to move this M4a file into my O3 Adobe Audition folder, okay? And I drop it in there. And then launch Adobe Audition, and then come back to your seat, and I'll show you more. Okay, so now that you've organized where you save your files, and you know where to find it, you're going to go into Audition, go to File, go to Import, go to File, go to your desktop, go to Audition, and then get that Woodrow Wilson High file, right-click it, rename it, okay? And then you're going to name it to your first name, your last name, Audition, Overview. So let me zoom in for you to see, okay? You right-click and then rename your first name, your last name, and then put Audition, Overview. Don't change the .m4a. Don't change that, because if you change it, it'll mess things up. Push return, and it'll accept it, and then click on that file and open it, and it'll be imported into Adobe Audition. Now mine looks a little bit different from yours. Once you import it, you're only going to see the WAV file because I have this selected to show the extra stuff down here. Next class, we're going to be talking about the multi-track. We're going to be talking about dealing with this show spectral frequency display. We're going to be working with these tools as well. And then some of the basics would be, if you click and drag here, you'll be able to slide it left and right, and then zooming in and out. You can click and drag from the back. You will be able to zoom in and out. So if you click on here, you get the red line like the playhead, okay? And just like your Premiere Pro, you'll be able to zoom in and out. Or in Premiere Pro, what's the shortcut for zooming in and out? Plus to zoom in, and minus to zoom out, okay? The play button, the record button, they're all down here. And then I want to talk a little bit about mathematics, okay? You see these waves right here? Those are just complicated math equations. Like, I know some of you geometry folks are getting into sine, cosine stuff. Yeah, yes? For those of you who are in higher grade level and you've had Algebra 2, you would see sine, cosine, and tangent and their graphs by now. Correct? No? You haven't seen it? But you are aware of sine, cosine, and tangent. And you've seen it in geometry, correct? Okay? So these are just waves. Check this out. I'm going to go to Desmo.com. So I click on that. And then I'm going to type y equals, where is the sine function? Right there, sine, and then x. Or x, and then close it. You see this? Does that look similar to this? Kind of, right? These are just complex versions of that. That's all it is. Sine and cosine waves. It can be more than that, all right? And there's piecewise graph and all that stuff, but I'm not going to go there. Just understand that there was just formulas written or algorithms written for the software to be able to represent what you're hearing in a wave format. Like that. See, these are just sound waves, right? Okay? The louder the sound wave, the higher the amplitude. Oh my goodness, I'm going back to teach math again. The higher the amplitude, the louder the sound. Does that make sense? Okay? And then there's pitch and all this other stuff that's represented by sound waves. And you're just using complicated sine and cosine stuff. And even, it's really a polynomial. Oh my goodness, I just sound really nerdy right there. It's just a polynomial. Okay, if you know what a polynomial is, wow. Okay, because you don't say that in everyday life. But there is a lot of math involved here. It's just hidden, and we don't really talk about it. But I just want you to know. That's why you're learning all the basics, so that if you ever become somebody who writes software, you need to know math very well. All right, let's move on. So what I want you to be able to do right now is be able to go import, play around with these things up here, and I'll give you 5 minutes to do that. We are going to export this. So just like Premiere Pro, we're going to click on File, go down to Export, and then we're going to export a file. And then you are going to go rename this, take out the 001, right? And the underscore, take that out, okay? So that's what you're going to name this, your first name, your last name, Audition Overview. And then you're going to have to pick a location where you're going to save this file. Just like Premiere Pro, you need to know where you're saving the file. Click on Browse, and then you are going to go to Desktop, Audition, click Save. And then you are going to select the format. Okay, there are different formats. The one you're going to choose is WAV. And I want to talk about the difference between WAV and MP3. Okay, here's MP3. That MP3 format is a compressed format, which helps save you space and is more compatible with most devices. But when you compress something, you're throwing away some data so that way you can save space. And then WAV is a format that's, I wouldn't say it's raw to photo. Like there's photography that we shoot raw photos that has a lot more information than JPEG photos. So WAV is, you can kind of think of it that way. WAV is a less compressed format. It's not raw. It's a less compressed format that will allow you to be able to manipulate the editing more later. So what you're going to choose is the WAV format, and then you're going to click OK. When you click OK, you're going to write a new file right here. You see that it says .wav at the end? This one right here, the M4A, that's your original file that you sent from your iPad to your computer. Okay? The one I want you to submit is the WAV format. So be careful of which one you're submitting to me, because I do look at the name, and if you submit the wrong one, you only get half credit because you did it you submitted incorrectly. All right? Does that make sense? Okay? So go ahead, go export, and then submit. And the extra time that you have, read through all the announcements.